Alright, looks like we're good to go. Yeah. Enable game audio and boom. Welcome. Has it really been 5 minutes I've had that screen on? Wow. Hello guys, and welcome to Minecraft Bedrock. Or Bedrock Survival, I think. Yeah, that's what I call it, Bedrock Survival. Let's play where I play Minecraft Bedrock Edition, which I just recently got back into. You can thank my long-term world for that, because if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have returned to this edition at all. Though, I have started to like it again because it runs a lot better than Java. So there's that, which is always a benefit. Yeah, enough rambling on here. I did quite a bit of off-camera work. Quite a bit's changed off-camera. But actually, before I get to that, the first episode of my return of the actual Let's Play came out today. I have not looked at the analytics. Being that I'm a small channel, basically not that many subscribers, I'm not going to look at the analytics because that is what tends to lead to my downward spiral and motivation. So I'm not going to look at the analytics. I'm going to try not to look at the view count. And hopefully I stick around a bit longer this time. But anyway, actually Phasmophobia era. I was around for quite a long time. It was actually pretty consistent. It was at least one stream a week, maybe multiple a week. Anyway, just to let you guys that may tune into this, if you're watching the recorded Let's Play, I am slightly ahead in this because I recorded like 7 episodes of the Let's Play before I did the first stream back, which was Sunday. I'm trying to build up a little bit of I'm trying to get back into the algorithm a little bit to start bringing attention back in before I actually start releasing the uploads. Plus, I've got like a backlog of stuff to do in this world. So there's that. But yeah, this stream is kind of just celebrating the return. And, yeah, getting stuff done that I don't really want to do in a video because it would take entirely too long. But yeah, I'm currently looking over my coordinate sheets. And that's the paper you hear rustling around. And I did do some stuff off camera. One, I went into spectate. I created another world. Or I didn't create another world, since it's kind of impossible to do that because this was created in 1.16. Yeah, this was created at the tail end of 1.16 era, before 1.17. I think it was after they announced that Caves and Cliffs would be split in 2. So yeah. Basically, this was created at the tail end of 1.16. So it's kind of hard to recreate that now because that generation is long gone. Anywho, I made a copy, went into that world, enabled the spectator mode beta, which is still kind of not entirely right. Like, you can't go through nether portals and certain stuff like that. But other than that, it's pretty much there. And it's really nice to finally have that on Bedrock. Like, super nice. But anyway, I'm waffling on that too long. But I did that, and I found another nether fortress closer to the portal, so I've already dug a tunnel to the closer one. It's still pretty far away, but it is a lot closer. Like, for one, the coordinates to the other one is 552, 597. That is entirely too far away. So we now know where there's a portal close, or fortress closer to home, which is top tier. And secondly, I have the location of 2 ancient cities. One is actually really surprising, and I didn't expect it because I'm pretty sure that terrain over there has been loaded before, but it's right over there in that mountain range. Precisely right over there in that direction where I'm punching. I just got curious and thought I'd check it in the spectator world just to actually be sure if there wasn't one close to spawn. I'm glad I did. But the other one, the actual first one I scoped out, is actually pretty close to where our stronghold is. So, by no means is it too difficult to get to. So, those are on the list of visiting at some point. I need to actually finish up where the nether fortress is, because I want night vision potions before I go into an ancient city. But off camera, excuse me, what I've done is we have a sorry, I hear a dog barking in the neighborhood. But what I have done is we now have a bunch of backup pickaxes, which those will be made into netherite too, because mending on bedrock is kind of rough. We have a backup shovel. I need a backup axe. What I really want to do is I really want some more silk touch pickaxes, because stone is a really nice way to make money, and smelting it's kind of a pain. Yeah, let's go down here and check this out. Ooh, that's coming along very nice. So let's get this out. How much of this is left? Yeah, it's still quite a bit. Yeah, this is for when we go to get wither skeleton skulls. I want to expand the fortress to basically just be a flat 3-block tall plain. That way we can basically maximize the amount of spawns we can possibly get. So, and being that the one I actually purposefully scoped out, the other one, being that it actually has a it's actually enclosed for the most part, so it is going to be really easy to do that one, and not have to worry about ghast, which is a huge bonus. Also, I went to that jungle I found when I accidentally flew the wrong direction trying to get back from the stronghold. And I got some bamboo, which I want to set up a bamboo farm and just farm this stuff automatically, because not a fan of manually harvesting it. I didn't think it would be so bad, but yeah, it's better to be automatically farmed, because you get more mileage out of it that way and don't have to worry about doing durability to your tools. But this is basically the ultimate AFK source of emeralds, next to a raid farm. This is only a little bit below raid farm, because it is pretty much fully AFK. You just have to have enough emeralds to trade the sticks with. Oh yeah, this is also new too. I previously just had a little wooden thing here so I could AFK my potato farm, but I actually made it an official building. This is all the work I've done off camera, by the way. Yeah, I am making bank so we have enough for the beacon. That is my entire... Wow. That is my motivations for that. But yeah, dark oak is very useful. Also, I've done a ton of things off camera to try and make it a creeper farm, and just failed. Failure after failure with that. It's been pretty rough, suffice to say, but I've got it to now to where it's pretty much just a creeper and spider farm. Oh yeah, also, like I said, I've deployed a ton of shulker boxes. Some people may be surprised by that. I am not. I know myself pretty well. And it's kind of this typical thing to just throw everything in a shulker box and then forget about it. Which I've not entirely done. I have 3 there for when I harvest the potato fields. This one over here is for sticks. Currently, it's housing 3 dark oak saplings. And then there's 3 in the basement, one that has a nether brick in it for when we go to do the fortress. And then there's 2 more. Oh god, there's also this one full of netherrack. And there's also these 2 which I keep down here for when I have to refuel these, because I'm using lava. What's in this one? Oh yeah, this is the charcoal one. Okay, good. That one's gonna finish and not waste any lava. Yeah, I need to find out what is the actual best substitute for coal. Yeah, I'm looking for a free shulker box that is not deployed in anything meaningful at the moment. Suppose I can put these in here. That'd make a lot more sense. Not in that. Oh yeah, I've also started farming mangrove. I forgot that. But yeah, I took that one propagule, pardon, I had and started farming mangrove. And yes, the what I said in the other live stream about not knowing if these were compostable, they are compostable. So huge, great source of bone meal right there. Aside from one of the better looking woods. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to fill this up with torches. I don't remember why I crafted these. Kind of did that, then forgot. That happens. Oh yeah, I need to grab my planks and sticks. I forget where I put those. There? No. In here, maybe? Yeah, there's my planks. I also had to take the door off of this and over here because the villagers would crowd at the door and not be able to get in. So my solution was just to take the door off. Also, we have a few new librarians. This Protection 4 guy. Protection 4, 22 emeralds. One of the best things I've ever seen. I actually thought about killing the Protection 1 guy. Because his trade is bad. It's just bad. But he's also my name tag guy. He's kind of saved himself there. If only I could have gotten a better mending price too. Also, Silk Touch. I thought I could enchant a pickaxe, and even if it had Fortune on it, I could just replace it with Silk Touch, but Bedrock does not work like that, apparently. Which, that sucks, but it is what it is, I suppose. No better saying for it than that. Yeah. Also, I did some stone mining we now have a decent amount of smooth stone smelted up. Right there. I've also started stockpiling gunpowder. This is the result from me converting that into a creeper farm. But I would much prefer to just use TNT when we go for netherite as to have to use beds. But realistically, I'm good with either. Whoa. Yeah, I just thought of something that this actually is kind of useful for. Boom. And now the rest of this can just go off the edge. So in a roundabout way, we kind of made the best thing. I might as well just call that the netherite farm. Because it gives us gunpowder, which can be used to craft TNT, which you can use to mine for netherite. And it gives us wool, which you can use for beds, which can be used to mine netherite. So that's pretty good. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, actually. I tried everything to stop spiders from spawning. I even made a grid of buttons in it which stopped spiders, but also slowed the creeper spawns way down. Because I assumed they couldn't path over the buttons with the trapdoors on the ceiling. I'll have to show that off at some point. But I went up there and basically undid all that work of placing the buttons and put it back to the way I had it when I left the episode off that one time. Except removing the trapdoors on the other side of the blocks. So now the only 3 things that can spawn up there are creepers, spiders, and baby zombies. Which, spiders, I actually haven't seen any baby zombies come out of that, but spiders and creepers both have really good uses. Aside from firework rockets. Yeah, I don't have any plan right now. I had something I was going to say and do, but my brain shut down. I hate when I do that. I had this problem the other day. It's like when you walk into another room and then forget what you was going to do. It's basically that. Also, I need to just mine this and put it in storage. I've already emptied it out. Looks like I've been planning to make the jump to lava for a while. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can maybe... I'm gonna say that one's done, because it technically was. I just undid it to make a creeper farm. So... let's pull another out of quality of life. Once again, well, no, actually that's valid. That's valid because I do want to... I want to move the potato farm. And I'm waiting to do that. Hang on. Oh. I'm going to try to keep my throat... I'm going to try to keep hydrated. Because the other day after I basically recorded 3 episodes in a row, the next day I woke up with a horrible sore throat. And that was when I did the live stream. Actually, that was yesterday, I think. I don't know, I can check that out. Also, the live streams are now in a separate playlist from the episodes. It's Bedrock Survival live streams. It's in a separate playlist now, which I decided to do. Don't really know why. But I'm thinking about putting a potato farm over here since this land is already pretty flat and wouldn't take much terraforming. Plus, I can make it even bigger, which is on my list of things to do. And on that note, I can put the bamboo farm below the surface and basically just have this be the ultimate AFK spot. That is my plans. At any rate. Plus there's still villagers down there. But yeah, I've been watching Truly Bedrock in the background while playing this, which is a Minecraft Bedrock SMP. I don't have a bed over here. That can go in an ender chest when I get the chance. But yeah, if I put the farm over here, move that. Well, I just build another one and leave that one there. It can serve as a good in-between for sleeping between here in the village. Excuse me. Also, I've been making use of as much real estate as I can in this village to fit villagers, which is getting more and more difficult because this village is packed. Which I knew it would be like this, to be sure. Yeah, I knew it was going to have a lot of villagers and be potentially really crowded. And that's to be expected when you literally have all your villagers that you trade with in one spot. Well, not all of them. The carrot and wheat guys are still down there. And I'm actually thinking about moving them to the actual village. But I haven't done it yet because I haven't done it yet because I don't have enough name tags, and I am planning to put at least half of my emeralds into emerald blocks. So when we eventually do get around to doing the weather stuff, I can once again I went blank. When we get around to doing the weather stuff, I can just expand the fortress. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Hang on. I just had a stroke. Something like that. I completely just... I don't know. It's like some... Huh. I don't know. I actually slept last night. I feel fine. I'm just... failing English today, apparently. Yeah, I'm potatoing super hard. I'm glad I chose Minecraft and not Call of Duty. The only version of Call of Duty I own is for the PS3. And I have no idea where the games for the PS3 are, nor do I know where the controller for it is. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't decide to do GTA, because I was seriously considering it. Because I've been playing Minecraft basically since I got up, just AFKing, harvesting the farm, replanting the farm, chopping down the trees, replanting the trees, crafting them into sticks, selling them, selling the potatoes. I've been doing that for literal hours. And it shows in the chest. But yeah, I've also added two more potato villagers so I can sell all of the potatoes that I harvest, which is an incredibly nice commodity. Ooh, spooky noise. Spooky noises. Actually, is there a yellow flower around? Come on, this is a plains. There has to be a dandelion. At least one. How does this exist? How does this exist? A plains without a singular dandelion. I like to have my shulker boxes somewhat color coordinated so I can kind of tell at a glance what's in them. Is that another swamp over there it's cut off? Yeah. I'm basically in a giant area that is just surrounded by snowy biomes. Which, if you ever load... I don't even know why I put the seed... I don't even know why I include the seed in the description anymore. Because if you want this world, you're going to have to use the world download now. Because there... Unless you have the version thing installed, which... Or the launcher that allows you to go back versions for Bedrock. Which I had issues with, and it deleted my saves folder. So, I won't be installing that again. Die, piggy. Yeah, I won't be installing that again because I had issues with it, and it wiped my saved folder. Which, good news and bad news is this Survival Island that I had a problem with is now gone. The only downside is if I actually ever did get the urge to properly finish it, I can't. It's impossible because the save is gone. But at the same time, that's a miracle. And you have no idea how much of a miracle that actually is. That's the, for lack of a better way, the world that put me at odds with Bedrock. Yeah, I might as well just do this real fast. So, then we go 8 blocks 4 times. And yeah, I want to make this bigger. A lot bigger. So you technically go 9 blocks, but you want 8 blocks in between. Kind of maximize it. I'm going to need a lot more dirt for this, aren't I? Woo! Also, I need a metric ton of glass because I'm just going to put a sky elevator in. So I don't have to use as many elytra rockets. Which I guess isn't really necessary because I don't use the elytra too much here. And mainly because there's nowhere near here to really go with it. I'm not flying the distance to the stronghold if I can just go through the nether. It is so much faster and easier to just go through the nether. So, I don't really need it, but at the same time it'd be nice. I like to fly from... I guess the only place I really go is up there. I only use rockets for that sometime because it's faster. But anything I can optimize, I will optimize to an extent. But, yeah. When I said sky elevator, it didn't occur to me to actually elaborate. I mean bubble column. So, 3... Oh, that's gonna be a problem. This needs to be one block over. Yeah. I'm scooching it one block over. Not what I wanted to do. I'm moving it. I'm not using my shovel, by the way, because it would just rip through the dirt, and I don't really want to do that at the moment. I'm moving it over one block because I want there to be some room between this and the track, because I don't want animals just hopping up here and stomping my crops. Water bucket away! If only it were that easy to mow grass in real life. Just throw a bucket of water on it and watch it shrink. But it's not. Actually, I don't mind mowing. Gives me a chance to listen to all the music I bought. Cause I don't really do that when I play games. Oh, speaking of music, in between now and the next stream, I'm gonna actually look into setting up a playlist of YouTube music. Hopefully, I'm gonna turn that up a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go on to Creator Studio, see if I can't find some good music, background music, to have in the streams. Oh crap. I really wish if you had the multiplayer option turned off, that pause would actually pause the game. That's my only complaint. How can I get through the door but you guys can't? Oh yeah. Yeah. And about the thing I said the other day about villagers being able to lock on to a job block being 100 blocks away. 100 blocks is wrong. It's actually 90 blocks. Yeah. Not much of a difference, but a slight difference. Actually, I have a saddle. I could tame that horse if I wanted to. Do I want to, though? Not right now. It'd make getting through the nether temporarily faster. But I do have a long-term plan for that. Sadly, though, my long-term plan for the nether is kind of in jeopardy at the moment. Or the nether hub, anyway. The nether hub plan's in jeopardy. Because as it turns out, that ice spike biome over there is not as big as I thought it was. And I don't think it's going to be enough to actually do what I'm thinking. So I may actually have to build an ice farm. Okay. There. Back one. There. Yep. There. Yeah. Okay. I lost count. Yeah. This is basically, once I finish this road, it'll be the same size as it is currently. But I want to make it one row bigger. I don't need a huge amount more potatoes. because, well, I can show you. No, actually, I can't. I don't know how the computer would react if I loaded Java with this open. And honestly, I don't want to know. What am I doing? I could just look sideways and do it that way. Actually, is this the same size? Yeah, 4. 4 by... Let me go check that real fast, because I don't want to be wrong and accidentally make it... the same size when I'm thinking I'm making it bigger. Yeah, also this has got to go because I want the pathway to go through. Actually, I could probably bring the pathway up to the village. I can't put it through the village though because wall, and I want to keep my villagers alive to the best of my ability. Also, I completely forgot I was not going to leave the path blocks. It's kind of a little too... I came over here to check the field. Okay, yeah. One more row and it will be bigger. So, yeah, it's kind of too late to do it now because the only... Well, no. I could always still do it at night. But... basically, it's a massive pain to do things like that once you've already filled it in, put villagers in it. You're basically your only option is to do it at night and hope all the villagers are in their houses, which isn't always the case. Because sometimes they're pathing to their bed breaks on Bedrock for whatever reason. Thankfully, they don't actually need to sleep to actually be able to trade. They just need to be able to lock onto a bed, which is something I wish I had bothered to look up. If I had, then the trading hall over there wouldn't have been viewed as a failure in my eyes. But it's fine. I actually kind of like the village, even though it's a bit of a pain to find the villagers that you haven't traded with yet. I don't mind it. It's got its shortcomings. But at the same time, it looks pretty nice. It's something kind of nice to look at, to know that I did that. If that makes sense to anyone, I forget the chemical that is released in your brain when you do something and makes you feel good that you... Like the feeling you get when you completed a build. Basically, that's it. If anyone knows what that is, then comment it. Oh, comment it. What am I going on about? This is a live stream. If anyone's in watching, that is. I don't know. I can't see the viewers. The view numbers, which, hey, that's fine with me. Completely fine with me. This is always the part that I hate the most, is filling in all the water. Sploosh. Because, I mean, you could always take multiple buckets, but I don't want to run all the way over the storage room just for that. Even though I'm going to have to go over there in a minute, because I need walls. I need lanterns. Yeah, I'm going to have to go over there in a minute anyway. Boop. Thankfully, once I get this road done, I'm really close to that pond over there. Come on. I hate when that happens. That used to be a big problem on Java too. But it's kind of rare now. Wait, what? Okay. I guess I did that rope. Then immediately forgot about it. Which is weird. Yeah, once we get over here, we're close enough to this to just run over here. Something I don't really miss in the train. These random water pools. Yeah, I don't miss the water pools that much. If anything, what's kind of replaced them is even better. The flooded cave entrances. Those look okay. Those look insane. Alright. Okay, there's the sun. By the time I get... Pardon? There a cave down there? Yeah. There has to be. Because I hear an iron golem. That is a strange sentence, but... Huh. Honestly, I've kind of been wondering why I haven't seen one with as long as I've AFK'd. And one side of the village is not lit up at all. So... I don't know. I guess there is one. It's just in a cave. Outside of the village for some reason. I don't know. This game confuses me sometimes with the things it does. Excuse me. There's a lot of things this game does that doesn't make any sense. Excuse me. All right. What did I do with the lanterns I bought off the cleric? It must be in the chest in my house. Which is incredibly useful, actually, at the cleric. Or there's a villager you can buy lanterns off of. And they're only 1 emerald each. It's 14. There's 12 torches in there. Or 27. Those are coming with me. And 5 diamonds. Those need to go in the storage room. I like to keep track of my diamonds. Because the actual loose rocks, I guess as I'm going to call them, is kind of a commodity, I suppose. Because realistically, my strategy is the only diamonds I ever need is for an enchanting table. and the rest I can just get off villagers. That's my actual strategy if I was to create a new world. Because mining has become so much of a massive pain. I've still, and not I'm not saying I don't like the new mining system, because I do. It's just I'm not used to it because I haven't learnt the ins and outs yet and the best practices with it. Because as much as I play this game, I don't know everything about it. And it's going to be slightly different between Bedrock and Java. Only a very slight difference. Which, when the update came out, I spent a majority of my time on Java. So, yep. Ooh. So this is now a 4x4. So 4 rows by 4 rows. Yeah, this is gonna grant a lot of potatoes. Ooh, this is gonna be a massive harvest. But yeah, then I need to set that up, and for that I'm going to need observers, so I need nether quartz. Which I did not find when mining in the roof of the nether. Oddly enough. If I need more of these, I'm just going to go start stealing them from the other farm, because its days are numbered, literally. Speaking of which, I have a resource pack which can put a day counter in the corner of the screen. I'm tempted to put that on sometime just to see. Okay, so I'm only 2 short. Oh, that's no big deal at all. I think I've actually got some iron over here in this chest. First, let's see what the Wandering Trader has. Nothing I need. I know where there's a jungle at. Yeah, good. I've got some iron. Yeah, if I needed more than that, I was just going to go salvage them from the other farm. Yeah. I don't need to worry about that because I had what I needed in that chest. So now time to craft 4 or 5 stone hoes and get to tilling the land. I always do this just because it makes it a little bit easier. And yes, I know that this farm isn't exactly pretty. It's practical. Hang on, guys. I'm going to go see what my dog's barking at. Alright, I'm back. I guess since the folks are out, she just wanted it in here. Which that's fine with me. And now she's on my bed, messing my bed up. Oh! Ooh, I'm winded. I think this might possibly take more than the 5 hose I crafted. Yep, this is definitely going to take more than that. That's a neat looking horse. I sometimes forget they tweaked the model a few updates back. And funny enough, that's one of the few mod creatures or mobs that made it into the game. It was from the guy that makes Mo Creatures actually helped Mojang with it back in the day. That was 1.6. Came to console edition, Legacy console, and TU30, I think. I don't know. At that time, Legacy console edition was pretty far behind Java. And I wasn't really playing it much by that point because I had started playing Java. We got that just a little bit before 1.8 came out. Which 1.8 was pretty cool. It added in ocean monuments and rabbits. One thing which has a unique use, one that doesn't. Yeah, I need to go sleep because this area over here is not lit up. I could do that actually at some point, and I probably will. Because to not have to deal with mobs is pretty nice. Also, if I could light this whole area up and get rid of mob spawning here entirely, imagine the boost to the mob farm. Unfortunately, all the caves around here have dark spots will be extremely treacherous, but the creeper farm at least will be doing pretty well. That's the thing. There was a song, parody song, I think it was. Maybe it wasn't. It was Don't Mine at Night. It came out years ago. Funny thing about that, actually, is it's actually safer to mine at night because with all the mobs spawning on the surface, that actually makes it safer because that means not that many are spawning in the caves. At least on Java Edition, I'm not sure about Bedrock. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure on Bedrock the radiusing for simulation simulation distance on Bedrock, I'm pretty sure is a circle compared to the square it is on Java. Actually, I'd say it's a sphere rather. So I'm not really sure if mobs actually can spawn on the surface if you're too terribly deep in caves. I don't know. I need better information on that. Excuse me. Allergies. 'Tis the season for 'em. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I also just learned earlier today that there's no such thing as spawn chunks on Bedrock Edition, which really sucks. If you wanted to simulate that, though, you could always turn cheats on and then set an area as a ticking area, which would basically mean those chunks were always loaded. So, essentially the same thing, but yeah. So what I said the other day about putting an iron farm in Bedrock and spawn chunks, there's no such thing as spawn chunks. So, that advice is completely out the window. Now on Java, obviously don't put it in spawn chunks, because if you ever set your world into peaceful, your iron farm's broke because you've despawned your zombie. So that piece still stands. It's just technically not possible on Bedrock. Will this be enough to finish it? I sure hope so, because I don't really want to have to go mining stone. I'm going to go craft the last of my cobblestone into a hoe. Simply because I don't want to run out. I don't want to run the durability down on these last two. And then be in a bind. So it looks like you get 2.5 or a little over 2.5 rows done per hoe. I hope I'm wrong on that statistic. I'm not using the diamond hoe because even though it's gotten breaking on it, it doesn't have mending. Which I'm not keen on putting mending on anything at the moment because, oh my god, is that way too overpriced at the moment. But I guess for technically being able to, on some, well, in a technicality, as long as you keep an eye on your tools will last forever. But it still is possible to break them on accident. Where's the XP? He gypped me. That ain't cool, man. So that way. Yeah. Alright, so now we gotta go mine. Gotta go harvest the potato farm. And this should give us actually a lot this time, because I'm not going to be replanting this one. Oh, in the cave. And technically that one's bigger, so I'm expecting this to be less. Alright, let's hope there's a shulker box in here I can grab. That's free at the moment. Yeah, I'll use one of these. I'm slowly running out of these. Actually, after I do this, I need to go to the Nether anyway to I need to stop in the Nether to get some quartz because I'm going to need observers. Yeah, I don't... Screw it. 3-hour live stream. Here we go. Let's do it. Actually, we're already at an hour, so 4-hour live stream, anyone? Last time I did that, it was Phasmophobia. It'd been a long stream. My voice was suffering. But at the same time, there's a lot of chat interaction. I say a lot, but it was a lot for me. It's a lot for me, maybe not most people. It was cool. And then I screw up in Streamlabs and accidentally click the stop streaming button, which I really wish they would put an "Are you sure?" pop-up on it instead of it just instantly cutting the stream. Because it instantly cut the stream when I didn't want to end it, so And then for the 30 or so minutes we carried on after that, no one came back. So, yeah, that sucked. That royally sucked. Yeah, just still an interesting thing that happens. Now well, aside from no longer using Streamlabs, I now use Stream Elements, which is basically just an OBS plugin. It does a lot of the things Streamlabs does. Hell, I think they even have their own... I think you could even set your own merch store up with it like you can with Streamlabs. I'm not sure. But it's... I made the switch back when the Streamlabs controversy was going on. So, yep, I now use Stream Elements. And it's nice, except for it's just standard OBS has the better start stream situation. Because not only can you set up your thumbnail, title, and description from the stock OBS thing, it also already has the chat in it. The only thing you can't do with stock OBS is alerts and stuff. Which I really wish you could, because then I would just use standard OBS without the Stream Elements plugin. If only just stock OBS had that. But alas... probably not going to happen. Ooh, it's getting dark. Funny enough, OBS isn't the only recording software I have. I have a Bandicam license. Even though I quit using it because it'd break the game, it'd break audio. By that I mean it caused it to bug out and start making a funky noise. So I had to quit using that. I think last time I used it was when I started the Herobrine Let's Play back 2 years ago, I think. Something like that. Which was my solution to basically easy cannon fodder. By that I mean I could just record, and basically similar to what I'm doing now, except I don't think OBS had the pause key back then. Now on Bandicam you could definitely pause, but you could. I didn't really do that back then because, well, it wasn't great, because if you wanted to be able to EQ your audio in post, you pretty much had to use Audacity, and syncing up pausing the video with pausing the audio was really messy. So I basically just started relying on jump cuts, which meant I had the raw footage file would be massive. And that's why I'm so thankful for OBS, because not only can I record my game audio and mic audio on separate tracks, which is nice. I also have this plugin that can capture a specific Windows audio, which, I mean, let's be honest, at this point should just be built into OBS. So there's all that. But yeah, thanks to the multi-track system, I can record everything at one time and have it be in one place, which makes organizing not a hassle like it used to be. Because you used to have to name everything specifically to keep it paired with what it's supposed to go with. It also saves on storage space to some extent. It takes the hassle out of having to edit. I just leave it at that. Once again, I really wish poisonous potatoes were compostable. Turns out I didn't even need the extra shulker box. Yeah, bamboo is a pain to get through. And yes, this actually did come from a bamboo forest. I didn't have to kill a panda. Which I would have been okay with, by the way. Not to piss people off, but I really wanted bamboo. And it won't be long we'll have a bamboo farm. That was a waste. I'm used to having an extra slot so I can just put these all down. Excuse me. Yeah, let's just fill my inventory with them. I'm thinking about just putting a wooden box over here to AFK in. Actually, if we do build the bamboo farm, I might... Yeah, I'll probably just AFK in the bamboo farm. So that's an incentive to get that done as fast as possible. Yeah. Which I'm going to have to dig the room out first. One, because it's going to be underground, so that much is obvious. But yeah, I'm out of cobblestone because I turned it all into stone. So I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to mine the room out first anyway for these, just for the cobblestone. So it's gonna be nice. I just had a thought. I could also start farming pumpkins. Because I know where there's pumpkins at. But yeah, if I'm going to have a bunch of auto farms, might as well throw a... hang on. Oh crap, I'm almost out of drink. So I'll have to bust open another can of Mountain Lightning in a minute. Yeah. Might as well have an automatic pumpkin farm too in the same area. And if you're gonna do that, if we're gonna do that, might as well throw in the sugarcane farm too. So we have all these going at the same time. Which basically is just... it's basically just stonks. In all caps. Is what it's going to be. Yeah, I'm actually kind of tempted here in a few minutes to go try and find that golem. Yeah, it's almost night, isn't it? Yep, just about. I'll probably be able to finish this row before it gets dark. But yeah, with this big of a farm, I'm not sure how many extra potatoes this is going to net me. I hope not enough to the point of needing an extra shulker box. Because if it's that many, I don't have enough potato villagers at the moment. Which would mean I need to get more, which would mean I have to AFK at the breeder. Which I am not too fond of, because if I'm over there AFK, I'm not being productive elsewhere by having the farms grow or anything. which that's not really that great. Why is that villager just standing there looking through the window? That was kind of weird. I don't know what I'm saying. Villagers are just weird in general. I need a few more. Yep, I need some more potatoes to finish this off. Excuse me. But yeah. Reason behind this stream today, actually. I don't know. I just had this urge to stream something. I didn't really care what it was. Like I said earlier, it was going to be GTA 5. Story mode at any rate. Then I decided, since I had stuff to do on this, that I would just stream Minecraft. Which is what I ultimately ended up doing. And I'm glad I did, because this is... We kind of just, for the first, like, 30 minutes, didn't do anything. But this last little bit, I've been doing quite a lot. And once again, no dropped frames. I'm super happy with that. I believe I've set my bitrate at 3500. Which, back in the past, I always found... Okay, good. He dropped XP this time. Which didn't happen last time I killed a pig. Yeah, farm done. Feels good. Alright, I don't know why I'm doing that, because I'm going to have to take them right back out as soon as I get to the village. I'm going to need more dirt, because I got to go over there and then fill the other one in. Which that's going to be nice, because that's going to just be a huge open flat area. Not sure what I'm going to put there, though. I don't really need to build anything at the moment. Hello, good sir. I'm here to sell you every potato in the world. I'm actually going to repair my axe up. Yeah, but yeah, this has become my main way of making XP. Is villager trading. Like I said, it can be a pain to find ones that you haven't traded with after you've traded with a bunch. But other than that, this idea was pretty good. Yeah. This is how I've been making stonks. It's kind of slow, but for the most part, potato farming is AFK-able. While you wait for it to grow, you just go watch a video on YouTube or something, or get food. I don't know. Basically, you can do whatever you want while you're waiting for it to grow, as long as you have the game on in the background. And opened, like, don't minimize it, because if you do, it'll, when you open it up, it'll do the game loading thing, and have not actually been running in the background the whole time. Hello, streamer. Now, this is a real stream. Real stream. Oh, sorry if you commented that or chatted that a while ago and I just didn't notice. Oh, I have a tendency to hyper focus on the game. I've been thinking about... Nice. I've been thinking about doing a automatic wool farm. Not really sure how to do one on Bedrock. I know how to do one on Java. The design I typically use on Java is one I saw in... I think it was in Luke the Notable's 69 Days video. I don't know how to do one on Java. The redstone on here is slightly different. Oh, that's going to craft up into a nice amount of emerald blocks. It's a private world. Started it... The Let's Play itself actually started... I'm pretty sure it'll be a year this spring. I took a break and played a lot of Phasmophobia throughout last year. And focused on that for a bit, then 7 Days to Die. Funny enough, didn't stream 7 Days when the new alpha came out. But no, this is private world. Yeah, it's... Just recently actually did the dragon. The episode for that's not out yet. Downside to recording a bunch of episodes at once. Yeah. And then having a bunch of ideas for projects that you need to do preparation for. And it'd be best to live stream that. Yeah, bulk recording, not always the best thing to do, but yeah. I guess these need to go over here now since I moved the farm. Now, is there anybody that actually lets this guy live? I'm going to do it because, yeah, I'm going to let this guy go back to his natural habitat and maybe he'll show up with some more mangrove propagules. Even though I don't really need them anymore. Guys, mangrove be cool. The only downside to mangrove is the roots, if you don't get rid of them. And they tend to actually be really tall. Still, cool wood. I only kill his llamas. Yeah, it is a really good way to get leads. Yeah, the leather too. Though, I feel like the leather would be more useful on Java since animal respawn times on Java is abysmal. Basically on Java, the only way to get loads of leather is to animal farm. On Bedrock, it's more of a choice whether you want to farm animals or not. Actually, I'm not sure about that anymore. The respawn rates have seemed a little slow recently. That's just my observation, though. gotta be careful with this bottle. If I'm not careful, I'll knock it over. Though that'd be funny. From a viewer perspective, streamer makes a mess. Being the streamer making the mess, it wouldn't be very funny for me. Free source of more stuff. Yeah. There are certain things, like as the updates go on. Yeah, free is always good. I agree with that. I really wish as updates would go on, they would actually update the trading tables. So you could get... the Wandering Trader is always... if it's relevant, they'll update his trade table. I'm trying to think of an example. But there was something that seemed like it would have been a good idea to make it tradable, but it's not. One interesting thing I think they could add to the Wandering Trader is blaze rods. So that if you're a peaceful player, you could actually get to the end feasibly. Because currently there's no good way to do it. Right, there really is no good way to do it now, because the only known 12i seed for Bedrock is now gone since 1.18. Right. Because honey is useful if you don't have access to slime. You can use honey as a substitute. That's actually... and the I forget, the honeycomb block looks interesting too. I haven't used it much since... to use it on a scale that I would like to, you'd need a massive bee farm. The wax, the honey bottles. Yeah, the wax is... yeah, the wax is useful for copper, which I don't have a lot of because I haven't really done a lot of mining for that on this world. Ooh, do we get a trident? Do we get a trident? Come here. Oh. I start recording or streaming and I get a trident. I've killed 5 of these guys. No trident, but... It's only got like 20 durability. Now here's a question. Candles too. Yeah. I forgot about candles. Ugh. Candles are a good lighting. I also really like the blue torches. I forget what they're called. I really like the blue torches. And they're actually a lot better now that mobs don't spawn at below light level 7. You can actually feasibly use them now. But I feel like blue torches would go really well if you had a build palette of, say, deep slate or blackstone stone bricks. Kind of like an evil castle type feel. Blue torches would be perfect. Yeah, candles, a birthday cake too. That's a cool thing that they added that I think I might actually find out I might actually make this world a birthday cake in it for 1 year. Yep. They're somewhat similar to sea pickles, I think, with how they work. Great for mood lighting. There's a mod pack for Java. This music kind of overpowering me. There's a mod pack for Java. I think it's called Vanilla Plus, something like that. That uses them for the in a house that you find pillagers in, or you can find pillagers in it. but it uses the candles for mood lighting, and it's perfect. Do I have a way to turn this down for just me? Yeah, I think I do. There. Yeah, true. I've never really, funny enough, I've never really used the sea pickle. I thought it was getting dark. I guess not. Is it? Probably not. If it gets dark, I got an elytra and prot 4 armor. And I've slept, so I don't have to worry about phantoms. I am good. Nautilus shell. I probably need to put that away rather than just throwing it down. I really need to get a conduit going sometime. Only problem with that is I have no clue where a monument is, nor an ocean. I am completely landlocked. Yeah, and that's another problem is all my worlds, I don't have access to the update aquatic stuff. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good use for him, actually. But me personally, a lot of Java players have problems with how frequently drown spawned or spawn on here, especially in rivers. I don't really see that as much of a problem because from a Java player perspective, or player perspective in general, that significantly increases the amount of drown that are likely to spawn with a trident, which is incredibly rare on Java. Right. I kind of I have that. I recently converted it into a creeper farm, a creeper and spider farm, and it was a mob farm before I built it when I needed a lot of XP for my armor. And it kind of... I wouldn't recommend building this on Bedrock. I'll just say that. They work fine. That works fine on Java, not so much on Bedrock. Now I just AFK up there and get gunpowder. Yeah, for the most part, the core gameplay perspective, the initial loop is very similar. Systems are similar. Actually, this is kind of nicer because you don't have to worry about that pesky combat cooldown, which is gonna make its way onto this platform eventually anyway. Unfortunately. But basically the only major differences between Bedrock and Java is the redstone system. And the mob spawning is slightly different. In my opinion, Bedrock has the superior mob spawning system. They basically both have their strong suits. And it also depends which edition you'd play. Yeah. Yeah. Now, in my long-term world, I just play in for fun. I have a creeper farm. I built it a little too close to the ground so the rates aren't great. But if I say go to bed and I just leave the game running while I'm AFK in the area, it's still half a double chest of gunpowder, which is whew. Whereas that's actually kind of useful because it gives me gunpowder and I get spider string. Which, I'm going to actually head into the nether real fast. Which is actually really useful because wool is bed mining. So, it gives me the gunpowder for rockets and TNT, but also the wool for bed mining for netherite. Ancient debris, rather, but ancient debris' only real use is netherite. I suppose you could use it as a building block. It'd be the world's most impractical, expensive building block, but excuse me. I can't remember who said this or what video it was from. I can't remember who it was, but someone called a gas they nicknamed it a screaming pillowcase. And I found that extremely hilarious at the time and still do to this day. Whoa. Where? Up there. Okay, my rockets are already out, so. Boosh. Now, I know how the first one missed. I don't know how the second one did. Gas tiers are the hardest thing. Yeah, cats. Basically, how I converted that up there was I went and placed trapdoors along the bottoms of the layers. I can actually show you when I get back to the overworld. I only need like small vein of quartz, which is basically right below me. That should have hit, but didn't. My aim is off. Okay, that guy's just going to despawn, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, this vein of quartz will do me. Yeah, I'll give you a look inside the farm in a minute. By the way, might I add, I really hate elytring through the nether. Yeah. I forget who said that. I want to say it was either Luke the Notable or Forge Labs. Like Luke in one of his live streams. I don't know. Could have easily been someone else. But yeah, what platform do you play Bedrock on? Just out of interest. Because if it's a phone or PC, I don't know why it took me so long to remember it. If you don't like Nether Fog, there's this resource pack by... It's basically... who is it? In the description, there's a link to a resource pack that gets rid of Nether Fog. extremely useful if you're looking for another fortress. Oh crap. Might not want to do that. But anyway, here's basically what I did. Yeah. I've actually got a bag of, well, they're great value brand, Walmart. Queso chips. Really good with salsa. Yeah. I feel that one. I remember it was something set me off. It was the Render Dragon engine. I was trying to find a resource pack to get rid of the nether fog, which thankfully I found one. Link in the description. I found one, and I highly recommend using it because it makes it so much easier to find a fortress, which on Bedrock are seemingly. If you spawn near one, you're very lucky. You've got a good seed, keep it. So that's not as much quartz as I thought it was. Yeah, me personally, I don't like the nether fog because I feel like the radius around the player of which you can actually see is way too small. So I have it essentially disabled. On Java, it's really easy because it's an option in Optifine. But something set me off because all the resource packs I found were for the old lighting engine, not Render Dragon. Which Render Dragon is basically the RTX engine. That's what it was built for. And it set me off and I went off on NVIDIA. Which wasn't on my live stream, but I was in a Discord call with my friend Warlord. So it was on his live stream. I don't know, it's funny now, it wasn't at the time. But, yeah, I need to get over here and start mining this room out. I'm kind of new to the technical side of Bedrock. Meaning I haven't done much with redstone or automation on here. But, yeah, I've played on that subject. I've actually played this pretty much since it was Windows 10 edition, back when it was literally just Pocket Edition on Windows 10. So, basically since 2017. And then when Better Together first came out, I did play it on Xbox. In fact, I bought an Xbox One just for that, which now sits in a corner. But I even have played this for years. Right. Yeah, here. Literally. You're not the only one. I agree with that because it's so much easier than loading up chunk base and typing in your seed. Because unlike Java, you can't just copy your seed. You actually have to type it out. And there's no recreate button or anything like that. Yeah, see, I can't. I do actually have the seed typed out saved on the desktop, though. But yeah, I went into that and went in spectator mode and got the coordinates for 2 ancient cities. One basically right under the stronghold, and the other one's in that mountain off that way. Do I have anything else interesting here in my notes? 2 nether fortresses. One closer to the portal. Oh yeah, actually on spectator mode. I am so glad to finally have that. That is so useful. Like, I'm sure there's been like a behavior pack that basically adds it. But it's nice to actually have the real McCoy, as it were. I need a ton of redstone. Nah, I'm not going to waste rockets. Oh yeah, no doubt. If you put enough time into any world, you can... Basically, anyone can have a Hermitcraft level world. It just takes a metric ton of time. Which, actually, I know a project I'm going to be putting in a lot of time. I have this room where I take and basically any idea I have that would actually be feasible, I put a piece of paper in an anvil and write it down. And depending on how big of a task it is, I put it in these dispensers or droppers. Oh, there's one short-term goal now. But yeah, basically I have a ton of project ideas, and the order of which I do them is basically randomly decided. It's something I could actually recommend anyone do in their world. Aside from just if you're a YouTuber or a streamer, because I don't know, it's kind of in a way like the lottery. Like, oh, what am I going to do today? Poke the button and see what comes out. But yeah, if you like your world, I recommend sticking with it. Also, small observation I have noticed: a lot of Bedrock players tend to keep their world longer than people on Java. I don't entirely just I don't know, because having an old world on Java, I could understand why you wouldn't want to do that, because after so long it gets very laggy. Incredibly laggy. Like for example, throughout recording 100 Days videos, Luke the Notable upgraded his computer 3 different times for what's known as now the 1000 Days world. And I can understand that, because having an old world myself, it gets incredibly laggy. This is starting to get laggy even. But it's manageable. It's manageable. Yeah. I have no idea where I'm actually going to do the overworld end. In fact, I like the project. I'm not looking forward to it, because I know around about how long it's going to take. No, not at the moment. I'm actually thinking the only reason it was stuttery in this area was because of the farm over here. Now it's gone, it's actually not that bad. I don't know. I think that was probably my problem. The computer I'm using is... it's low end. But as I've said before in last stream I did, a low-end computer today is better than one was 5 years ago. Just for the hardware that... The hardware has actually come a long way. Redstone. Do I? Oh. Oh. Yeah, another thing that could actually contribute to it is, one, this cow pit. But yeah, everything that contributes to lag that gets to be problematic with old worlds is, after a while, being a Minecrafter, you collect a lot of blocks and probably have a sizable storage room. And chest, if you have a lot of them in one area, can cause a lot of really bad lag. Also, depending on how many blocks you've mined out, can cause lag too. Okay. Where's my redstone? There. Excuse me. I knew I had more than I had in that chest upstairs. I just don't know where. Yeah, cows are really bad for it. Yeah. Sun's going down again. Oh, I took a drink and it went down the wrong way. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot of cows in cow pit. It's mainly my old world that I have a lot of lag issues with, and that's probably probably because I've had it. It was originally created on Xbox One, just for the generation, then ported to Bedrock, and that was back on Bedrock 1.7, maybe even earlier. 10-minute days and nights, yeah. It does seem to go by fast. But I suspect a lot of the... I forgot what I was going to say. Crap. It happens too often. Oh no. I need to sleep. Sleep. I'm going to need a lot of hoppers for this, aren't I? Oh no, pistons require iron. I forgot about that. Yeah. The days are reasonable. I do wish they gave you more time. Not in the day itself, but I wish it was like 4 or 5 days before you got phantoms. That's my only complaint. Another useful thing would be is if thunderstorms weren't also tied in, or the rate of thunderstorms weren't tied in with how often you slept. Yeah. Oh, those are going in. Those are going in the e-chest. Can't just have those laying around when you... I have gas tiers. God, those are rare. Funny story about this ancient debris. I actually found this on stream just in the side of a wall in the middle of the nether. At Y60 or something. It bizarre find. Okay. I guess it's time to start digging out that room. I probably should grab all the iron I'm going to need. Yeah. Phantoms are the only thing I wish they would add, like a extra day, like 4 days without sleep, and phantoms would spawn. Yes. Yes. And actually, you can make that somewhat AFKable now. If you trap enough creepers in one hole, or in a grid of holes, you could put what's it called, lightning rods, and make charge creepers that way, so you wouldn't even need the trident. I had an idea about that not too long ago, and never went into actually testing it. But yes, even though we're on Bedrock, so tridents aren't an issue at all. I have like a chest of them. I just need to repair them somehow, which I have mending. I could put mending on them, though with my guy selling mending for 32 emeralds, half a stack, doesn't really seem worth it at the moment. Oh, I just got cold chills. Ooh, it's cold. How cold is it actually? 40. Man, the weather here has been so off the wall recently. It snows, and the next day snow's gone, and now it's 40. Yeah, actually, that probably wouldn't be that hard to do. All you'd have to do is put lava at the bottom of the chute and then channel them. I'm not good at designing farms. In fact, I've not done it. But yeah, that could probably be done easily. Yeah, because all you'd need to do is get them out from under the building so lightning could actually hit the ground. Yeah, I don't see why that couldn't be done fairly easily. And on Bedrock, I'm not... Hang on. There's something on Bedrock that was a thing. That was a thing a while back. And I'm just going to create a new creative world. I need one anyway. I'm not going to create a super flat because super flats are kind of rough. There's no custom super flat option like on Java. The perfect super flat on Java is one like it's the Tunneler's Dream preset or the Redstone Ready preset. Either of those are great because it puts you up high enough to where slimes are constantly spawning. That is an awesome cave. But time. That's I'm. Set night. Flash effect. Basically on Bedrock a while back, you could take and get a bunch of strays, and if you detonated a charged creeper next to them, they would drop wither skeleton skulls. Effect. Add S, night vision, numbers arbitrary, enter. Alright. Basically, I'm curious to see if that's still a thing. So if it is, I may actually use this because I believe I have biomes. As menu's abysmal with a controller. Okay, so I need trident. I could probably just, yeah. Oh yeah. I saw. I'm not sure if that's. I hope it's still in the game because that would. Silent Whisperer used that on Truly Bedrock to basically make a beacon factory. And this would be. If this is still in the game. Can I summon lightning? Summon. Okay, I can just summon lightning. Okay. That makes things a lot easier. Basically, I could see how this could be a big problem for servers. Or realm, especially griefing realms, if you really think about it. Creeper, I'm going to summon my lightning bolt slash say. Not really sure what that would do. I know what Whisper does. No fire. I did not think this through. Wait. Okay. Basically just gonna fill this up with these guys. We need splash potion of health. Okay. That. Okay, so it looks like that was changed at some point. It's kind of a good thing they did change that. But yeah, it was a thing back in... Oh, what version was that? It was pre 1.13. Bedrock 1.13 anyway. But yeah, it's a good thing they changed that for server reasons. Because if you had access to Wither Skulls that easily on a server, you could wreck it really fast. Or Realm. It'd make it way too easy to grief. So, I'm glad they changed that to some extent. It's a creative world name. Ooh. Yeah, I was actually going to test that a while back. But I think they should at least drop something skull related. Like maybe just regular skeleton skulls is what they should have changed it to. I don't know, I feel like they should have made it drop a skull of some sort. My only real question now is why was it Wither Skulls in the first place? It may have been a bug. Unfortunately, it no longer works. I just... Okay, that... I should put that back in the ender chest before I lose it and then go nuts looking for it. 'Cause that is every bit likely to happen. Let's see. Ladders. I have a shulker box with ladders, but can't be bothered to go get that. How long have I been live? 2 hours. That seems like a lot of time. Not really. Alright. So... this room needs... I'm going to start digging here. Man, you can't really go wrong with an efficiency 5 shovel. Cannot go wrong with an efficiency 5 shovel. Basically, I have an idea for this farm. Ooh. I have an idea for the farm. I'm not sure what I really want to do with it. I know I want the bamboo to grow 10 blocks before it gets cut down. But I'm not sure how many rows I want. Which is the only thing troubling me at the moment. Oh yeah, thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Ooh. Hope you enjoyed. Man, I really gotta get a better chair. Yeah. Oof. Huh. I'm just plotting this farm out in my head, trying to find a way to make sense of what I'm going to do with it. I'm gonna need rails. I'm gonna need powered rails, which means I'm gonna need gold, which could be a problem. So let's... Oh, it's dark. Ooh, it's dark. Sleep, 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 sleep. Ooh. Alright, I'm kind of at a loss of things to say. Bedrock is... I'm coming to like it. Not that I didn't like it before, but I've been enjoying the Let's Play. Actually recording it. It's been probably one of my better solo series, to be honest. And I've not actually had any problems with burnout on it, funny enough. Yeah, getting started on this is... whew. Ooh. Okay, so we gotta go down a few more layers. It's kind of actually nice getting the iron back that I'm going to use in this without actually having to go physically mine for it somewhere else. Funny thing is, I actually just found out the best layer to strip mine for it at, and I believe it's Y47 or something like that. I think if I remember that right, I might actually have to go back and rewatch that video. But actually, these are old chunks anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Because the new generation doesn't apply in this area. Excuse me. Oh man, that's nice. Cobblestone for days. Cobblestone for days. Let's go. And I have to turn more of it into smooth stone to be utilized elsewhere in the world. Because that's kind of what the name of the game is Now, I actually don't know how I'm going to wire this up with the observer up at the top, sending a signal down to the pistons. Not sure how I'm going to go about that. Because I know it's going to need a repeater at the bottom of it, or at the top of it, to assumedly push the signal down, I think. I don't know. It's kind of trial and error at this point. Well, I may not have a plan or an idea how this is going to work, but I know it'll work. At the end of the day, I know it'll work because I'll probably have to look at a tutorial to figure this out. Oh no, help. It'll be fine. But no, my plan is to put 3 or more observers. My plan is to have 3 or more observers 10 blocks up. That way I'm kind of going light on resources for the observers, but it'll still activate every so often to harvest. Or another way to do it if you're light on resources is to just have the pistons run on a redstone clock. That's another way to do it. I'm not sure entirely how well that would work or how good it would produce, but it's an idea. Kind of late to push this wall back now. I don't really need the I don't really need to mine that ceiling down any farther than that. That's fine. Actually, now I think about it, scaffolding would have been nice for this. The scaffolding would have been really nice for this. What did I do with the scaffolding? I think it's in my building chest, potentially. So this needs to go here. Yeah, that needs to go there. That don't need to be brought out any. This needs to be tore up so we can put dirt here for the bamboo to grow on. Place a torch in there so nothing spawns. Yeah, I got an idea. I see the vision now. I see the vision now. Good news is we have a decent amount of stone from just mining that out like that. So that's going to be good for future prospects. to make a ton of repeaters. Wait, do I? No. I don't think I do. No, I don't. I just need one. I probably will craft a bunch though, just so I have them. Try and be smart about this, because those are a commodity for redstone. I need iron. That's what I came over here for. Because I grabbed everything I needed except iron. Excuse me, that should be well more than enough. And gold, because I need powered rails. And dirt. Excuse me. Do I just happen to have any rails laying around? Of course not. Oh, that's the way it goes. So yeah, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm building it in such a way that I can expand it later, which I probably will, because I'm not going to lie, I kind of want them profits. And if there's a way I can set something up where, say, I just AFK overnight, it'll be kind of nice to come back and have a substantial amount of basically emeralds. So, like I said, I'm going to craft 3 observers. I'm going to need a lot more sticks. I wish redstone torches followed suit with regular torches, where instead of just 1, it did give you 4. Yeah, I think I only need 1 repeater, because I can tie that into when it sends it down. Oh, guess you need wood to craft pistons, eh? Yeah, this should be decently efficient. At least I'd hope so. And I've kind of built this in a way where I can kind of turn it in on itself and basically have it mirrored, is what I want to do with it. Because that'll save on space and hopper minecarts. Or minecart tracks, pardon me. I need something like glowstone or something to keep this lit so it grows better. but so now time to put is basically what we mined out back. And this can be the layer where the observers go. Yeah, I probably should put some light down here for now. I'm sure mobs could spawn in here if they wanted to. Alright, so we'll place our repeater here, and then we'll start stepping down. That's not exactly going to work, so we'll just dig into the wall, then bring it across right there. Which we're gonna need another repeater anyway. It's a nice vein of iron, that. Yeah, we're gonna need another repeater here because that's a lot of distance for that redstone to have to travel. Actually, I think this needs to be up one. So yeah, I could avoid doing that and just put the repeater right there. And that should power these pistons. Yeah. Okay. So if it comes in somewhere in the middle. Yeah, okay. Sorry if I'm being a little quiet. Trying to think about how this will work. Redstone isn't exactly my forte. Still kind of new to that. So Yeah, I need to find a bed. Shouldn't be a problem. There we go. Daytime. Hescom. Okay, so let's think about this for a minute. I need to know if this is going to work or not. Excuse me. Because going into this with just hope isn't going to really cut it. So, But there's no guarantee. So all it's left to do is go up here and place a redstone torch and see if it actually sends the signal down. That sounded promising. Yeah, okay, that works. That works. I don't know why I keep going up that, because I know I can't get up there. Okay, so from this side works. How about from this side? Yes, from this side works. Okay, that's all I really care about up here on this side of things. So we'll fill these middle areas in. I'm just doing it this way to save on observers, because I don't really... With the way my nether is, it's finding quartz is difficult on the surface. And I'm sure when I don't need it anymore, for example, when I'm there for netherite, I'm going to find all the quartz in the world. No joke about it. When I don't need it, I'm going to find it. And even though I don't need it, I'm going to collect it, actually. Because one, quartz is a nice building block, and two, for projects like this in the future, or expanding that, that's going to be nice to have ahead of time. Instead of having to catch up later on. So now I need... Oh, lordy, I hope I've got glowstone. I hope I've got glowstone. I really, next time I pull a project out, hope I pull the Overworld Nether project or something. How do I not have glowstone? How do I not have glowstone? Don't know why I repeated myself, but I did. Oh. I guess I can always buy it off of my cleric. But it just seems like something I should have on hand anyway. Maybe in the chest over here. Oh. Damage. Lots of damage. Really? Back in beta, this would only make one block of glowstone. I'm glad it ain't like that now. Okay, so... yeah, that'll have to do it. hope that does it. Because I don't want to open up any holes in the walls and put torches in, because I don't really fancy doing that, because I don't want the bamboo to get caught in those and then not fall down. That wouldn't be great at all. Well, now that I've got the actual redstone sorted out, it's probably time to work on the catching system, rather. Yeah, it's time to work on the hoppers, which I've already got pretty much figured out. Because a hopper minecart can pick blocks up. Actually need more planks. Yeah, hopper minecart can pick more things up. So I need... I'm just going to craft 4 hoppers. 4 chests. Okay. Yeah, hopper minecart. By the way, this is now a permanent decision. This is now a permanent decision. Because you can no longer separate them. Which is nice. You can't separate them by breaking them, but I wish you could do it in the crafting grid. I feel like that should have been a thing. Or should be a thing, rather. Craft that. Yeah, it should be more than enough. Yeah, the thing here is I'm going to run this in a loop under here. Like that. Oh. Don't know why I shot the floor. Don't know what the floor's ever done to me. My Minecraft character, rather. But I did. Okay, good. Alright, put a torch down there. Let's not create a loop. And boom. Easy as that. Now, I just need to get up here and place the grass back down. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Now, with any luck, this should be a great source of bamboo. And this is tough. Yes, this is this is very tough actually. I'm gonna have to rotate the ladder. Which isn't optimal, but it works. It just works. If you're watching this as a VOD, if you get that reference, you get it. It is extremely funny because what it's referencing is extremely broken. So, yeah. Well, I think I'm going to have to call it here. Oh, ouch. That was my shoulder. I think I'm going to have to call it here, folks, because I've been at this for 3 hours pretty much. But I'm going to actually see... Excuse me. I'm going to go back to AFKing and see if the farm is actually going to have decent rates or if we need to expand it. I'm going to hope for decent rates. Yeah, I'll keep you guys with me for just the tiniest little bit because I need to go over there. I was hoping I'd have enough height to kind of fly over the wall, but I didn't. But I'm going to build a small AFK shack. It's going to be dirt-tastic. I say that because I'm not going to build anything fancy. I've got a while. I can tidy it up later and make it look better later. But yeah, I really only need a 3x3. I'm actually gonna not place that down just yet. And by the way, when you're doing this, always place in your corners because on Bedrock, zombies can hit you through the corner of blocks if you don't. And it's very unpleasant. So always place your corners in. Like I said, I plan on tearing this down and building something proper here at a later date and time. This kind of harkens back to the early days of a Minecraft house. Basically just a structure to keep you safe at night. And then, if you wanted to fancy it up, you could do it later on. That was back in the days of beta when the nights were actually terrifying because you could not see anything. I want to hope that minecart still worked since I went out of sim distance. put this dirt away. And there. I think I put the ladder away too. Not that it really matters. I could have gotten out of that without needing to place this down, but quality of life, quality of life. But yeah. With that done, I'm gonna end stream here and yeah, get tomorrow's episode ready. But for those who are watching this as a VOD, thank you so much for making it this far. If you liked, if you want to subscribe, please do, as it helps out the channel. And yeah, I should be streaming this sometime soon. I've got to get the GTA streams going sometime. But there's just so much work that I in this world that I'd rather stream than do off camera. So, or have to record in a Let's Play episode. But anyway, I've been confined to 68.1. I'll catch you guys in the next one, be it stream or video. Peace.